Hi everyone, welcome back. I promised one of my subscribers called Tom that he asked me if I would do chicken Kiev in the Ninja using chicken breasts, because chicken Kiev, as you may well know, can often be a full chicken leg with the bones on, but he wanted chicken breast, so I'm going to have an attempt at this. This isn't something I've done ever in the Ninja, so it's new for me too, and I had to sort of concentrate and work out how I would keep my garlic butter as in the centre of my chicken breast as long as possible to keep it moist and keep it tasty. So this is experimental, but we'll give it a go. So tonight what I'm actually doing is, in this bowl I've got one of my favourite cream cheeses, which is a garlic and herb boursin. I've also got a quarter of a slab of salted butter, and I'm going to mix them together, and I've got my parsley chopped there, and I'm going to add more freshly chopped garlic. Okay, so first of all I'm going to prep my butter and cheese to make them. The idea is, or the way I'm thinking, is boursin I've used in sauces before, it works brilliantly, and I'm hoping that that kind of makes it thicker, that it just doesn't all drain out instantly. So, well, we'll see, shall we? Anyway, I'm getting this nicely room temperature mixed together, and I'm going to chuck in some of my freshly chopped. I'm using not flat leaf parsley, which you can use. I kind of like the curly leaf because I find it slightly stronger parsley, and I happen to love parsley. So I'm going to put another shot of that in. I'm going to put some black pepper in. I'm not adding salt because the cheese is seasoned and the butter is seasoned. Now I'm just going to chop up on my veg board, and using my veggie knife. It's only 2 breasts, so I'm not going to use that whacking grateful. You don't want the garlic overpowering the chicken too much. I'll take another slice off there. At the same time, I do want to be able to taste it. You can use you can get garlic granules, things like that. I personally am not a lover. I have them in for any time that I do run out of fresh garlic, but I'm not personally a lover of them. I found because they're treated, I found myself that I often think they leave a bitter aftertaste, but I'm not sure. I'm just going to move that away now, over to the other side of the kitchen. Right, so again I'll mix that, and then my idea is that I'm not going to coat them in egg or anything like that. I'm actually going to coat the breasts. I'm going to brush on a little bit of olive oil and dip them into my... Yes, I could make breadcrumbs, but at the moment we're not eating a lot of bread. So I had to buy... I didn't have any in the freezer either. Dried white breadcrumbs. So I'm hoping... I do prefer panko. Couldn't get any. We're down in Salisbury, and our supermarkets are not particularly big. The Waitrose is a nice store, but it has had a run lately of being short on a lot of products, and I've been told that even the Tesco has been short of things, so I think it's a general thing. Right, I'm going to get rid of this now because I believe it's now time to use hands. I'm just working out how I do this. This was a pack of 2 chicken breasts from Waitrose. One's a nice size, one's a bit pathetic, so guess who's getting the pathetic one? I'll give that to my husband. Lying. I'll give that to me. Right, okay, there's a natural pocket there which isn't really deep enough, so I'm going to get my knife and I'm going to go in and make a bigger pocket. Otherwise you do need somewhere to actually put your... And again I'm doing the same here. Any bits of gristle, I took quite a bit off this big one, which I wasn't happy with. Now this big one's made quite a nice pocket, as you can see. So I'm just going to get a teaspoon, we're going to stuff that. I've got a couple of cocktail sticks. Obviously I won't take the cocktail sticks out before I serve this. But like I say, I'm not even sure that'll work. I'm going to give it a go. So I'll get that into there. And for all of those of you worrying about contamination, this butter won't be used for anything else. I know the chickens touched the spoon. It all goes in the dishwasher as soon as I've finished here. All the surfaces, because there seems to be a great deal of comments come through about have you washed your hands? God, of course I wash my hands. And contamination, but you know, I kind of think you've got to get real. You've got to handle these things. They've got to be handled with utensils. And as long as you know, the dishwasher's fabulous. If I rinse them off, I put them in the dishwasher. It's fabulous at 70 degrees. Making sure everything's sterilised. And that goes for the knives, the chopping boards. This is my poultry board. I have green for my vegetables. You know, red for my red meats. So, you know, yes, you do have to be aware, and as long as you're sensible, you can do this. We've never had food poisoning in all the years we've been married. Right, okay, touch wood. Right, my next job is to move over to here. Into this one I'm going to put some breadcrumbs. I'm kind of hoping the effect I get is that the breadcrumbs kind of almost fry it in the coating of the olive oil. No idea if this will work or not, so we shall see. I've got my meat thermometer ready to check the chicken breast when I feel it might be ready. Now I've got to try as best I can and nip this together. I've probably put oodles of too much garlic butter in, guys. A friend of mine said she only does a teaspoon. I think she's right. Right, okay. This one, try and bring that fillet together. You can't handle these much because you'll melt the butter. So it is kind of difficult. Okay. Well, my idea was I was going to turn that over, but in actual fact, that won't work. So what I'm actually going to do is brush them, rinse my hands again, brush them with olive oil, sprinkle on the top, then see how it goes. That's as best as I can do. And the only reason I'm putting this oil on is to try and get these breadcrumbs to stick. And to keep some moisture in the chicken breast. Which I get the feeling, looking at the amount of butter I've got in this, actually won't be a problem.
You sure that'll stick?
No, I'm not sure at all. And do you know, I'm just actually thinking if I'd had really good sized chicken breasts, it might have even been an idea if I'd just going to put a tiny bit of that on the bottom, tiny bit, just so the base of the chicken breast doesn't stick. If I'd halved them and almost stuck them together, hindsight is a wonderful thing. Another friend of mine told me that she pipes garlic butter into them. She uses like a syringe. But, you know, I wasn't sure that would be my style. So let's just put that in there. The other thing I've got to watch here is that I have got two very uneven sized chicken breasts. So this small one is going to be cooked before the big one.
You haven't breaded the bottom?
No, I can't bread the bottom because if I turn them over, my plan is to see how it goes and I may turn them over and bread the bottom. if I tried turning them over now, I suppose I could sit them on breadcrumbs. Hang on. Right, okay. So I'm gonna get my cameraman to come over here and have a look in here, because I don't want to handle things with hands that are covered in oil and breadcrumbs and contaminated. So there are the 2 chicken breasts ready to go in. I'm going to wash my hands and turn my machine on to roast, pull the Ninja forward, turn it on to roast, then do a good scrub down while they're cooking. I'm going to have chips. Kiev and chips sounds good to me. My husband, because he's changing his diet, I think he's going to have some celeriac mash with his. But give me 5 minutes, I'll tell you, 20 seconds while I wash my hands. Okay, pull this forward. Okay, I'm just going to turn this on. And we'll put it on to roast. I think 190, that's fine for chicken breasts. Yeah, we don't want the things drying out. We don't want it cooking too quickly, but we do want it quick enough. So time. I'm going to go 20. I think the little one will be out in 15, or maybe 16. But I think the other one will be done in 20. And by using my new meat thermometer, because my other one, my dear old sweet one, died after several years. So you'll see me using this one. It's actually very good and I quite like it. So, right, okay. Let's press start. And we're away. I'm now going to scrub down, spray the surfaces, super clean, and hope and pray, fingers crossed, this comes out, because I really quite fancy eating it now. See you shortly. I just thought you'd all like to have a look sort of halfway through, see how it's going. Come with me. Let's investigate. Oh wow. That's actually looking a lot better than what I imagined. Yay! And it smells amazing. So you never know, this might become a new favourite of mine. Okay, I've taken the little one out, just like I said, it would be cooked beforehand. I'm really well pleased with that. I'm just about to check my meat temperatures. Right, okay, it's well over the safety zone. Your safety zone is 5 centigrade to 63 centigrade. At 89, it tells me it's well cooked. This one is done. And I've left the other one in for 2 minutes. Which is nearly done, and I'll serve them shortly, and I will cut into mine and show you what it looks like. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm happy with the results. Come and have a close look. This is the big one. It did take the 2 minutes longer, and I would say realistically 22 minutes is what it took. This one came out just about 19 and a half minutes. I'm going to cut it, guys. My husband wouldn't appreciate me cutting into his food, I know. So there you can see we've got beautifully cooked chicken, and we've got gorgeous cheesy garlic all the way through. And considering I thought that was going to run out everywhere, I'm very pleased with that, because it means that the Busan stabilised the butter enough to cook through. So every mouthful of that should taste parsley, garlic, cheesy, and it smells delicious. So give it a go. But if anyone's got any tips, do send them to me. I love to learn. I love to experiment with new tips. This was the first time for me. I believe chicken breasts are not the easiest thing. Possibly my friends got it the right way, using an icing tube and putting holes in and kind of syringing it in. So I don't know, but if there's anyone out there with better ideas, send them in to me and I'll give it another try. But this for now, I'll be doing in the future. Bye for now.